Hello everyone, welcome to HW News. The e-commerce market is big in India. Given the sheer size of Indian population and now with the Digital India push, it is not at all surprising that global e-commerce giants spotted the potential of Indian market and wanted to expand the business here. Jeff Bezos' Amazon was one of the early entrants into India's e-commerce market. They understood India as a big market as early as in 2013. But it was not only Amazon who wanted to make it big in Indian market, the competition is indeed very fierce. There are allegations that Amazon India has been bending rules and cutting corners to expand in the country. India's small retailers have been crying foul over Amazon's business practices for a long time too. So the grievances over Amazon India's attitude have been piling up. Now, to make the matters more serious, a series of documents have been accessed by Reuters, which it claims are internal documents of Amazon. These documents show how Amazon bent rules to circumvent India's FDI rules, but just enough to not get into any legal trouble. Not only that, the documents also reveal certain notes that were prepared by Amazon employees which had reference to PM Modi. Let's talk about these documents in today's video, and let's also talk about Amazon India and its India model. But before that, if you're watching this video on YouTube, then please make sure you subscribe to our channel. And if you're watching this video on Facebook, then please do like our page and share this video to as many people as possible. It was just last January that Amazon founder and then CEO Jeff Bezos was in India. He wore sherwani, traveled in a rickshaw, held closed-door meetings with top industry leaders, including Mukesh Ambani and Kishore Biyani, with whom he is now at loggerheads. He hobnobbed with Bollywood stars, visited Taj Mahal, flew kites with children. He even delivered a package to a customer from a Kirana store in Mumbai and shared the picture on his Instagram account. This all to show how much the company valued the Indian market. According to a report, Amazon has so far committed over $6.5 billion to the Indian market. It has been scaling up its investment in the country. Not only e-commerce, the company under Bezos also forayed into other big sectors including education, digital payments, video and music streaming, delivery of food and medicines as well. By entering these sectors, the company is in direct competition with Walmart-owned Flipkart and recently launched JioMart, food delivery apps like Swiggy and Zomato, and medicine delivery apps like NetMeds, PharmEasy, and education apps like Byju's, Unacademy, and Vedantu, etc. Well, what did Jeff Bezos say when he was in India? He said that I predict that the 21st century is going to be the Indian century. The dynamism, the energy, everywhere I go here, I meet people who are working in self-improvement and growth. This country has something special, democracy, unquote. Now, this is what Bezos had said during his India visit last year. The company has also been aggressively advertising itself with catchy campaigns like Aapki Apni Dukaan, that is your own shop. But it is no secret how small retailers came out on the street to protest Jeff Bezos during his India visit. So much so that the small retailers said that Amazon will destroy them and even called Jeff Bezos an economic terrorist. So the question is, why this anger against Amazon and what do the documents reveal? Now, according to the special report published in Reuters written by Aditya Kalra, it accessed certain internal documents which throw some light on how Amazon does business in India. The report mentions an instance from 2019 when senior Amazon executive James Carney was to meet Indian ambassador to US in Delhi. India had then announced the FDI regulations. Amazon felt that these could disrupt its business model in the country. Before the meeting, Amazon employees prepared a draft note for Carney advising him on what to say and what not to say. The note highlighted the fact that Amazon had committed more than $5.5 billion then in investment in India and has provided an online platform for 4 lakh plus Indian sellers. However, it cautioned him from divulging that some 33 Amazon sellers accounted for about a third of the value of all the goods sold on company's website. This information was also termed sensitive or not for disclosure. The documents accessed by the agency are dated between 2012 and 2019. They comprise drafts of meeting notes, PowerPoint slide, business reports and emails as well. One of the notes contains a frank appraisal of Prime Minister Modi's straightforward style of thinking, sizing him up as not an intellectual. The note says, and I quote, PM Modi is not an intellectual or an academic but believes that strong administration and governance is the key to running a successful government. The document comprising a brief appraisal of PM Modi also further revealed, and I quote, he is known to like simple, logical, straightforward thinking without excessive academic jargon. Now this is what was disclosed in the internal document that were leaked and reviewed by the agency. Now let's understand the another perspective of this entire story. Cloudtail, the special merchant. Now Amazon has time and again said that it respects small businesses in India and is helping them to flourish. The small retailers though don't agree. When you buy a product from e-commerce website, do you really check the seller information as well? Most of us don't, and we rarely pay attention to which shop or which merchant it is coming from. But if you are a frequent buyer on Amazon, then you might have come across a seller named Cloudtail. When you as a customer buy those products, Amazon gets a fee out of every sale. This seems like a fairly democratic model where no one is given preferential treatment and everybody gets a fair chance. But the Reuters investigation says the contrary. Amazon's internal documents reveal the creation of a special merchant in 2014. This special merchant, namely Cloudtail, is one of the biggest sellers on Amazon, accounting for over 40% of the platform sale. Cloudtail was created as a collaboration between Amazon and the Infosys founder N.R. Narayan Murthy. Amazon wanted it to control more than 40% of the sale on Amazon India. This would have made it a $1 billion business whose profit would eventually indirectly go to Amazon. Now, Amazon also helped Cloudtail acquire key relationships with major technology companies including Apple, Microsoft and OnePlus. This included exclusive deals with these companies to sell their products such as smartphones. The tech companies got a big new sales channel while the Cloudtail got coveted products that it listed on Amazon.in. Now let's talk about the second aspect, that is preferential treatment to handful of sellers. Small retailers have accused that Amazon gives preferential treatment to some of the handful of big merchants, causing loss to the rest of them. While Amazon has denied it, the documents accessed by Reuters reveal that two more sellers on the Amazon India platform accounted for around 35% of the platform sale in early 2019. However, it is surprising to know that these merchants had Amazon's indirect equity stakes in them. That meant some 35 of Amazon's more than 4 lakh sellers in India at that time accounted for around 2/3 of its online sales. The Competition Commission of India had in fact initiated an inquiry against Amazon and Flipkart after Trader Group accused them of anti-competitive practices, which included exclusive launch of mobile phones, promoting preferred sellers on their websites, deep discounting and prioritizing some seller listing over others. Currently, the investigation is on hold. Now let's talk about Amazon India and how it operates, its US model versus its India model. A lot of Amazon India's practices in India are not similar to how it operates in its home country, that is the United States. In its home country, Amazon has warehouses where it stores all the goods and sells them through its website directly. The ability to sell straight to people in the United States and elsewhere packs a big benefit. It means that Amazon can deal directly with the manufacturers, giving it greater control over its product range. But this model is why it is on the radar of US Department of Justice, and the antitrust probe against Amazon has revealed that it sold products at a loss in the United States just to kill the competition. But it's not the case with India. According to Reuters, one slide in a 2014 presentation of Amazon said, and I quote, "Test the boundaries of what is allowed by law." And seems like Amazon India did just that. The Indian FDI, that is Foreign Direct Investment rules, prevent Amazon or other e-commerce retailers to control inventory in India. This means Amazon can be the platform where buyers meet sellers, but it cannot control how the sellers sell things. However, through CloudTail, Amazon found a way to control the inventory. Later, the government made a rule that one seller should not control more than 25% of the inventory. To get around that, Amazon bought from CloudTail and sold it to other sellers according to the documents. This eventually hit the small retailers of India. What the documents tell us is how, while a set of businesses have been flourishing, small traders and retailers are the most hurt in the entire process. Well, there is no doubt that e-commerce websites open new avenues for sellers, but what is the use if there is no level playing field? With India now depending on online buying and selling more than ever, the physical sales have come down and it hurts India's small businesses. Not only these retailers' bodies, but even RSS-affiliated Bharatiya Mazdoor Sangh has raised its objection about this. As of now, apart from the CCI complaint, an ED inquiry is also in the list for Amazon. What is astonishing is despite all these odds, Amazon India continues to flourish in the country. Do let us know what you think in the comment box below. For more news and updates, you can log on to www.hwnews.in. Also, a very small request for all of our viewers. We have launched our membership drive on our YouTube channel HW News English. Please click on the join button. You will get to know all the details about the levels of membership that we offer and the details about what are the perks and benefits that you get under these levels of membership will be explained to you in the video that is following. So please click on the join button and do support our journalism. Thank you so much.
जब हमने HW न्यूज नेटवर्क की नींव डाली थी, तब हमने ये ठाना था कि न्यूज और इंफॉर्मेशन ये लोगों तक फ्री पहुंचनी चाहिए, मुफ्त पहुंचनी चाहिए, और हम आज भी ये वचन पर कायम हैं। पर जैसे आपको मालूम है, न्यूज चैनल चलाने के लिए पैसों की जरूरत है, तो हमको सबको न्यूज फ्री पहुंचाने के लिए कुछ मेंबर्स और कुछ सपोर्टर्स की जरूरत है।
जी हां, मेरी आप सबसे गुजारिश कि आप सब HW न्यूज हिंदी की मेंबरशिप को ग्रहण करें। ये सदस्यता स्वैच्छिक है, यानी कि आप अपनी मर्जी के मुताबिक इसे ग्रहण कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि अगर आप इसे ग्रहण नहीं भी करते तब भी आपको HW न्यूज हिंदी के तमाम कार्यक्रम मिलते रहेंगे। मगर अगर आप चाहते हैं कि आजाद न्यूज जो है वो मजबूत हो, अगर आप चाहते हैं कि वो न्यूज जो सत्ता से सवाल पूछती है वो मजबूत हो, तो जरूर बने HW न्यूज हिंदी के सदस्य।
जो लोग हमारे 89 रुपए प्रति महीने वाले कार्यक्रम से जुड़ेंगे, उनके लिए HW न्यूज का बैच विश मिलेगा। साथ ही साथ उन लोगों को हमारे एक्सक्लूसिव पोल्स में भी शामिल होने का मौका मिलेगा। इसके अलावा हमारा जो दूसरा मेंबरशिप कार्यक्रम है वो 199 रुपीस प्रति महीने का है, यानी कि 199 रुपए प्रति महीने। और इस प्रोग्राम में हमारे जो मेंबर्स हैं उन्हें 99 रुपए के प्रोग्राम वाले सभी चीजें तो मिलेंगी। इसके अलावा बिजनेस से जुड़ी हुई बातें भी हम करेंगे। हमारे एक्सपर्ट अखिलेश भार्गव से आप बिजनेस से जुड़े हुए अपने सवाल भी पूछ सकते हैं। हम उम्मीद करेंगे कि आप इस निष्पक्ष पत्रकारिता की राह में हमें पूरी तरह से योगदान देंगे।